habits and behaviors.
Find out more by clicking Dr. Gill's icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into WTIM, your information station. It's time for the WTIM morning show, this time with Ashton Dukeman, marketing specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Ashton, it's been a while since we talked. How have things been with you and over at the Macon County Conservation District?
Yeah, it has been a little bit. Things have been going great over here. We're finally kind of entering our slower period where we're still doing a lot of programming, but it's not quite as hectic as the summer and the fall get.
Yeah, we had so many things to discuss for the October months, and then heading into this season, especially summer. Can't speak enough on those times right there. So it's just awesome that you guys can have a little bit of a breath for this month here. But you guys are preparing for more programs upcoming here. Well, what's first on your guys' mind? What really what kind of topics do you like to get out to the people this time of year?
Yeah, so we like to remind people that even though it's called a mini camp, it's not just during the summer. Our mini camps are all year round, and our winter ones are going to be starting up here soon.
Nice.
The first one we have is it's cozy sweaters, and so they can wear their favorite holiday sweater, or just their favorite sweater in general, and come out and learn how different animals stay warm in the winter, and kind of, why we wear sweaters and why some animals wear fur coats.
It's a fun one. Awesome.
We've also got Who's That in the Ice, where we'll discover the world of frozen ice age animals.
Okay.
That one's a lot of fun, so they can learn about some of the animals we might have had here in Illinois during the Ice Age. That one's a fun one, but the one that I think they'll really enjoy is the sticky syrup. And so we do a lot of maple syrup programs in the winter, because that's when it's perfect time to start tapping the maple trees. Yeah. And so this one, they'll get to learn where the sugary syrup comes from, and they'll even get to taste some.
Awesome. You guys do such a great job of tying these, nature type of, classes into our everyday life, especially with the youth. It just makes it connect, I'm sure, just a little bit better with them. Talk to me about how these programs come to be. Are these new? Are these returning for Macon County?
Yeah, so some of them are new, some are returning. Cool. Usually for mini camp, we would do a pajama party, but we've kind of changed that this year. Last year was the last year we did the pajama party. And so this year we're like, we can tie sweaters into why animals' coats get thicker and fluffier during the winter time, and kind of the importance of that. And then, like I said, our maple syrup programs are some of the more popular winter programs that we do. And we're like, kids like that kind of stuff too. Yeah. And the little kids love getting sticky. We're like, why not offer it to the younger kids too, so they can see where their favorite pancake topping comes from?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of these will require some expertise in some of the subjects. What kind of people do you have employed out there, for coaching, for teaching these types of classes?
So we like to say that we're jacks of all trades. We all know a little bit about a lot of things. Sure. We do have someone here that, like, their specialty, one of my coworkers, her specialty is in parasitology and fisheries.
Jeez.
We've got, I know that one. Every time she talks about parasites, I'm like, whoa.
Gosh, yeah. Probably tells you things you don't want to know about there.
Oh, yeah, there's some things like, let's talk about happy things.
Right.
We've got botanists out here. We have people that are experts in history. So a little bit of everything goes into planning these, and we do a lot of research coming up to it. And by the time we're ready to present the program, you would never know that we've been researching it, and that before we might not have known this topic ourselves. But we're like, you know what? We like learning new things too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what does a registration look like getting involved for these upcoming mini camps there?
Yeah, so you can go onto our website, maconcountyconservation.org, and we do ask that everyone register for those. There is a small fee, but it's still pretty cheap for what you're getting. Yeah. It's only $8 per child, which, it's a great price for. It's an hour long. They get a little treat. They get a fun craft. And you just go on there and you register online for whichever time and day you want. We do offer them Tuesdays and Thursdays, so depending on what day works best for the people that need to come out, they have 2 different ones to choose from.
Awesome. Okay. And you mentioned these mini camps just go year round. Off the top of your head, can you think of any fun mini camps we had over the summer, over this early half of the fall here that just get people out there? You guys always get so creative with them.
Oh, yeah. So the ones we had earlier, they were a lot of fun. We did one of our most popular programs is called the Unlovables. And so we kind of played off of that we had a whole Unlovable series with our mini camps that we talked about creepy crawlies, snakes, bats, possums, spiders, skunks, all the things that people are like, they kind of say ew to. We're like, no, they're not ew. We love them, and we want to teach kids about them.
Yeah, no, just more education in great areas are right there. That sometimes the your 8 classes in your school day they don't cover this. So this is really fun stuff. Dates, times,
Yeah.
and obviously like the just a calendar of events. We can find that on your website as well.
Yep, sure can.
Awesome.
Yep, it's we have an event calendar that has everything listed for the next 3 months on there.
Beautiful. This is Ashton Dukeman on the line right now, marketing specialist over with the Macon County Conservation District. We hit mini camps. How about some more programs given to us by Macon County? You guys are always involved with the homeschooling programs. What's new on that front?
Yeah, so that one again, we usually try to stick with the same themes. That way, if someone has an older sibling, that they'll be able to, the little kids can learn one thing and the older siblings can learn almost the same thing. So for that one, we flip to it. We have animals in winter. So we'll talk about animal activity in winter. They'll go outside and look for different animal tracks, different evidence that animals have been there. Then January, we'll have our winter tree ID. So it's kind of easy to identify a tree when all the leaves are on it, but when all the leaves fall off, you can still identify trees.
Wow. Okay.
It's just a little bit harder.
Yeah, I would assume.
So they're going to talk about, they're like, and a couple of us have taken that course ourselves, and it's a challenge. And so it'll be a fun challenge for those kids.
Awesome.
And then nocturnal animals. And so that one's a fun one that they get to come out at night to our nature center.
Wow.
Most of these all take place during the day. So this one, they get to come out after hours and learn about the nocturnal animals we have here in Macon County. And they'll even get to go on a night hike and see if they can find any.
Just awesome. Just seems to be even a little bit more involved than these mini camps here with the homeschool classes right here over at the Macon County Conservation District. Just moving into even more cool areas right here. And, with the winter time about right now, you're trying to work in these topics, obviously. Are these at Rock Springs Nature Center, all these that you're mentioning?
Yes, these all take place at Rock Springs. If we ever do move to a different location, we make sure everybody knows that, hey, we're going to go here because it's optimal for maybe viewing the night sky.
Yeah.
But typically everything is always held at Rock Springs Nature Center as far as the camps and program, or the camps and homeschool programs.
Sure. So many of these programs are just dependent on there being active wildlife around in and around Rock Springs Nature Center right there when you're finding tracks and you're trying to look for nocturnal life. You guys seem to find success when you go out and find wildlife like that. Does that kind of cross your mind when you're talking about these programs?
Oh yeah, especially like we have a program called the Owl Prowl that we specifically go out at night looking for owls, and sometimes you don't always see them. The very first one I did, we got lucky and a huge barred owl flew across right in front of us. And I was so excited because everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, we never actually get to see them." So it was a lot of fun. It was worth the trekking through knee-deep snow.
Oh man.
Because sometimes, listen, sometimes I swear the animals know that you're specifically looking for them. If you do a program on squirrels and you see 50 squirrels a day, that'll be the one day that they're like, you know what?
Yep.
We know you're looking for us.
Then you'll see a large brood on your way home, just driving.
Oh yeah,
and,
and as soon as the program ends, you're like, oh, there they are.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just everything is so dependent on that. Even when you're going to find animal tracks, like I think of the hummingbird class program that you guys do, and I was getting a little nervous. I hope the hummingbirds show up, but you guys, it happens time and time again.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, this year that did really well. We had caught more hummingbirds than we've ever caught before.
Wow, just so awesome. And the owl appearance there, like you said, that makes it all worth. That's what you paid for right there. You're going to get the education. That's what you know you're going to get, but you don't always know if you're going to see what you're out there to see. So that is awesome. Ashton, we got about a minute left here in this first segment. Anything else you'd like to note before we take our break?
Yeah, so we always do the Geminid meteor shower, and so that'll be coming up in December. That one we hold out at Friends Creek because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's much more of a dark sky location. And it is one of the brightest and most colorful meteor showers that we get in the year.
Wow.
And so that one's a fun one. We'll do a really short presentation on, what they are. We try not to, because people want to come out there to watch the meteors. So we just talk a little bit. We invite people to bring a chair, bring a blanket, bundle up, and just stare up at the night sky with us. It's a lot of fun. That one's on Friday, December 13th. From 9 to 11 p.m.
Awesome. And do you have an opportunity to bring your own telescope if you want to? And is there a telescope out there to use with Macon County's Conservation District?
Of course, we always welcome anybody to bring their own telescope.
Awesome.
It kind of depends if we bring ours for this one or not. These ones are usually so bright and they're so fast that it's always really hard to track them on a telescope. But these ones, they're beautiful to watch cross through the sky. I mean, it's one of those that as soon as you see it, like, oh, okay, yep, that's definitely a meteor.
That is going to be an awesome one to attend. And I was just reminded quickly before we take our break here, that we talked, maybe not you and I, Ashton, maybe it was with Alicia, but a pop-up planetarium type of thing. Is this still in the works? Is that still being talked about?
Yes,
Awesome.
we're very excited. The Star Lab, we can't wait till that to come in.
Okay, Star Lab, and maybe in the future, maybe in the back half, we'll talk a little bit about it off air, Ashton, but that is just awesome. So many things happening over with the Macon County Conservation District. You can keep up with them. Where? One more time with that website, please.
Yeah, MaconCountyConservation.org.
Thank you so much. That's Ashton Dukeman, Marketing Specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. Got to take ourselves a break here on this WTIM Morning Show. I've been Tim Zalabak. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
This is Nicole Maloli with People's Bank and Trust, where customers have one consumer banker who knows them and provides the right financial services to achieve their financial goals. Your consumer banker is your single source for life's financial needs, from checking to consumer loans, from retirement accounts to mortgage loans, and everything in between. Call me at 888-PBT-1954. Bank with People's Bank and Trust, so you can spend your time living your life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, we put people first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking for a place to play basketball, volleyball, or pickleball? The newly renovated gymnasium at the Christian County YMCA is now open. With dedicated courts for basketball, volleyball, and pickleball, there's something for everyone. And here's the best part. Members can enjoy 24-hour access. Play when it fits your schedule. Visit ccymca.org to learn more and check out the new courts at the Christian County YMCA today. Dip into real dairy flavor with farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy dips in 4 delicious flavors. Choose from French onion, bacon cheddar, jalapeno fiesta, and veggie ranch dips. Perfect for family or friend get-togethers or anytime. Grab these delicious Prairie Farms dairy dips in the dairy case. Prairie Farms has been bringing farm fresh quality from their family to yours for 85 years.
Thanksgiving comes but once a year, and it's logical that it should come after the harvest. But we have more than just a bountiful harvest to be thankful for, like family, friends, health, and happiness. Legacy Grain at Stonington encourages a spirit of Thanksgiving, not just after the harvest, but every day of the year. Happy Thanksgiving from Legacy Grain. For each of us, there are special reasons to be grateful. Carey Disposal in Mount Auburn believes Thanksgiving is a way of celebrating our thankfulness for all we have and all we are. Too often, we overlook the little things that make a difference in our lives, the little things we can be thankful for. Carey Disposal wishes you a happy Thanksgiving and hopes your celebration will be very special this year. Since the first feast, which brought cultures together in a spirit of peace and thankfulness, Thanksgiving has become a treasured national tradition. The staff and management at Willie's Farmers Co-op wish you a Thanksgiving with a fat turkey, good health, and a family to enjoy it with. Happy Thanksgiving from Willie's Farmers Co-op.
Small towns are in, and Taylorville is poised for you and your family to join them. Taylorville has what you're looking for. Find out more, including upcoming events, by clicking the small town Taylorville icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Senior Insurance Quote in Decatur can find the right plan for you. Their Medicare plan specialists are ready to answer your questions about Medicare plans and help you explore your options today. Click their icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station, in the midst of the WTIM Morning Show with Ashton Dukeman, Marketing Specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. Many things talked about in that first half. Before we go, thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We talked mini camps, we talk homeschool, and a meteor shower that you can attend here, all upcoming. You can keep up with them, Macon County Conservation online, and find their calendar of events there. More on the newer frontier with the Macon County Conservation District Deer Herd Program. That's all I can really say for it. What's new with this Deer Herd Program, Ashton?
Yeah, so we've been doing the deer herd program for a really long time now. It's basically to control the deer herd population in this area. a lot of people hear that we have a hunting program and they're like, oh my gosh, aren't you guys all about conservation, saving animals and, saving nature? And it's like, well, yes, and that's why we do it. If there are too many deer in an area, you can get all kinds of different issues, and especially the most noticeable one is called a browse line. And that's where whenever it is from the ground to the highest point they can reach, it is perfectly clear cut and it's really visible. If you ever walk through the woods or walk through an area that there's just like a perfect line among the trees of where all the trees just seem to end with the leaves, that usually means that there's a very high deer population in that area and they're all eating at the same height over and over in the same places. And also, there's deer collisions. Nobody wants to pay that kind of money to fix their car. And and we do research on, which one of our areas maybe has more deer that we've been spotting or we've been noticing there's a lot more deer closer to this side, that we can target those areas and be like, okay, we really want to push more hunters to maybe go to Friends Creek this year instead of going over here because we've noticed more deer over here. It's a really great program. It's a public hunting program. And so we also have a great, we have some disabled, handicap accessible blinds now, and I believe 4 of our locations. And so that's really great. We've had a couple disabled veterans come out that they have gotten some great coverage on our Facebook page. And it's really great to have a program that allows anybody to come out and hunt. I mean, coming from a hunting family, I know, it's important to my family that be able to pass this along. And it's just a great way to kind of carry over that conservation mission that, yes, we know we're hunting things, but it is for a reason to kind of control those deer populations and keep them from becoming unbalanced as far as their numbers go.
Yeah, my attitude has really changed on that over the years as I've heard that, which you've exactly said there, Ashton, because there's ecological benefits there and even fiscal benefits. I didn't realize there with car collisions there. Those are totally on the rise. You can't go a day without seeing those on a police blotter of some kind. So this is just another really, really great one, and some ADA approved hunting blinds. I didn't think we'd ever get to that point, but that is really cool. You said it's Friends Creek, correct?
We have them at all of our locations.
Wow.
Well, almost all of our locations.
Sure.
We don't do it at Griswold, but Fort Daniel, Friends Creek, Rock Springs, and Sand Creek all have hunting areas in them.
Just really cool. The Deer Herd program, and just some great reasons we do it. I took a trip to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, for a trip for an environmental class I was taking. And they had a portion of the forest completely blocked off to give us this view of what it looks like when there are no deer able to be in this area. And then you look to your left, and it's completely wasted there with from the ground to about 4 feet. It's just as you described it there. So that's awesome. Ashton Nunn on the line right now. Excuse me, Ashton Nunn. Ashton Dukeman. You were Ashton Nunn. We didn't talk about that. Marketing specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. What else can we talk about in this last half year? I think we talked briefly about the construction happening over at Macon County Conservation District. How's the improvements going with that?
It is going so great. It's kind of wild to come into work and see the amount of work they get done in just a day. Or one of our employees was off for vacation for a week and he was like, oh my gosh, I just came back and it looks completely different.
Wow.
So when you walk in, I mean, it looks a little muddy and messy, but they've started pouring the concrete outside.
Okay.
Some of the forms where some of those benches are going to go. We think they're going to start maybe bringing in some boulders for the water play feature here soon.
Cool.
And it's so exciting to watch it change on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. So for someone that this might be the first time they're hearing about this, what is your plan for this indoor-outdoor classroom? What is this hoping to achieve?
Yep. So this is great. We're hoping to get in touch with more kids, and the walls are going to literally open up into nature. And so they will be both indoors and outdoors at the same time. It'll be this wonderful, seamless transaction between inside and out. Most of our programs start indoors, and then we have to walk them through the building to get them out for the outdoor portion for like a hike. But this way we will able to just be able to walk through the walls and just immediately be outside. It's going to have some labs that they can bring things in from outside and look under microscopes. They can do like soil testing and water testing. And so we are so excited. We're going to be able to hold so many. I mean, we already have quite a few rooms that can hold a bunch of kids, but this is going to give us the opportunity to have even more children come out and learn more about it and get them loving nature, because one day we hope to retire and we have to have somebody to take our positions.
Yeah, it sounds like you're building a whole generation of naturalists, if that's the right title for them. But that's just so awesome. It sounds like it's going to be architecturally pretty cool. Of course, of all the facts of it's going to educate a whole lot of kids. It just seems like it's going to be a pretty cool looking building. Are you seeing that form already?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're really excited. Some of the walls will be movable or removable. It's
Yeah.
also going to be open to the public that people can come and rent this space out. It'll have a caterer's kitchen. There's going to be an outdoor grill.
Wow.
There's going to be outdoor seating. So there's so many possibilities with this room, not just for learning, but it's another space that the public can come out, that they can have a wedding in the Pine Forest and then
Wow.
come in and have a reception downstairs.
Wow, lots of ways to utilize that. I'm very excited to keep tracking that and to keep talking with you all over at the Macon County Conservation District. Ashton, thank you so much for taking the time and being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us on.
Absolutely. That's Ashton Dukeman, Marketing Specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. You've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
News. I'm Rich Thomason. As tens of millions of Americans take to the air.